This is Matthew Tallarini from World Baseball Network doing coverage for the Italian American Baseball Foundation Gala here in Brooklyn, New York, with Hall of Fame catcher Mike Piazza and Team Italy World Baseball Classic manager. Mike, how does it feel to be here in New York at this great event?
I always love coming back to New York. It's always fun for me. Having played here 8 years, it was an amazing experience, and so every time I get to come back, it's great. It's always it's fun to come back and just enjoy New York for what it is. All the great attractions and restaurants and events like this, they're always a lot of fun.
And how would you say about the last few weeks during the Mission Classic? It's been such an improvement to see what Italy has been doing with the roster built up and also the course of help from the Italian American Baseball Foundation that is building bridges in Italy. How has it been to talk with current MLB players that are now going to play for Team Italy in the World Baseball Classic?
It's been exciting. I think all of us are overwhelmed at the interest that we've gotten, and it really started with an idea. Myself and John Marco Ferrone, who's our team coordinator, we said, you know what, we need to sort of look to the future and inject a new chapter, some new life into what we're trying to accomplish, and the only way to do that is through the next generation. And so instead of taking maybe older guys or guys that just may have a cachet, we decided to take younger guys. And the incredible surprise is that we learned how excited they are about their heritage and how connected they are. We were overwhelmed because honestly, a few generations in the future, you wouldn't imagine that they would have the passion for Italy as they do. So it was a pleasant surprise, and I think it really makes us excited for the future of growth of the game worldwide, but especially Europe and obviously Italy in particular.
What did it mean to have such a mentor like Tommy Lasorda just coach you from the upbringing stature of your minor league career to the major leagues, let alone going overseas to just captivating what is there around the world with the sport?
Well, I think I had a unique perspective as a player. I was able to experience all that was the old school and then sort of get a taste of the new school. And Tommy was a character that you probably will never be duplicated. I mean, he was a unique figure, someone who was an incredible ambassador for the game, but also someone who sort of typical of our Italian-American experience, that he self-described, didn't have a lot of talent, didn't have a lot of pure talent, but made something of himself through pure guile and through hard work. And he was an example for a lot of guys, especially his generation, but even future generations. We can learn from him, and just his insatiable ability, his insatiable appetite to want to win. It's something that maybe isn't so prevalent today, but in my experience with him was something that was valuable in my development.
And what would you say about Italy's just coast and overlook of international play? You playing on the 2006 World Baseball Classic, then coaching in 2009, along with several Baseball World Cups and European Championships. What does it mean to see the town in Italy during this last decade?
Well, I think it has challenges, as any project does, especially with baseball dealing in a European theater. But I think we have a lot to be positive about as well, because as I just mentioned, our younger players who are so enthusiastic and proud of their heritage. But I think also the fact that we're more focused on the future and more focused on the youth, because, I mean, as much as I'm proud of my accomplishments, I'm also a little bit of a symbol of the past, and I think the real future is the kids. And so with this idea and this vision, we can go forward and really ignite a new chapter of Italian baseball. Pragmatic, realistic, realizing it's not, Rome wasn't built in a day, right, to borrow the pun. But ultimately, there's a lot of passion there, and I think that's really positive.
Yeah, this is a great event to really see a lot of former guys you played with, let alone advisors that you're now growing the game internationally. And without the IABF, it's truly an amazing outreach that they have done this for Italy and the United States, and it's only going to keep continuing for years to come.
Oh, it's true, and I think the biggest thing is that we need collaboration like this, and the IABF does an amazing job of circling interest parties and now growing the game as far as providing Italian players an opportunity to further their skills in the U.S. through scholarships, and that's what I think the future is.
Well, this has been a great evening here in Brooklyn at Ghiando on the Water. My name is Matthew Tallarini with Hall of Fame catcher Mike Piazza at the IABF Gala Dinner.